Charges against a Houston County man accused of shooting another man during an argument have been dropped. The trial was scheduled for today, but when the judge did roll call, the victim didn't show up to court. WDHN's Aaron Dixon spoke with the suspect, who says this ruling will allow him to return to a normal life. This in a story you'll see only on WDHN.
Richard Gardner was charged with shooting his neighbor Jesse O'Brien in the stomach and hand with a shotgun during an argument at a campground in Houston County. In the case, Gardner claimed self-defense ahead of his trial. But when he showed up to the courtroom today, Gardner learned that he will not have to state his case.
My case was dismissed. I was only in there 10 minutes, but I've been to court a few times and it's been thrown out now.
Records show that O'Brien, who later recovered from his injuries, failed to appear for trial, prompting the judge to dismiss the case.
The victim may not have showed up in court because he knew he was wrong, and that's what I believe.
Gardner says that before the fight with O'Brien, they had never really spoken with one another. But that night, things escalated.
He was making threats the night the incident occurred. He threatened to kill me that night that it occurred, and the only reason I was arrested is because I wasn't at the scene when the officers arrived, but I didn't feel safe there.
The shooting happened early last year at this RV park off of US Highway 84 here in Gordon. A day Gardner says changed his life and changed the way people looked at him.
Your name's brought up in something like that, it can, it can go against you a lot of ways, and when you only have one side of the story depicted, it can affect your whole life.
Now with the charges dropped, Gardner can return to his normal life.
It's a relief and it's a weight lifted off my shoulders, and it's a promise. It makes for a promising future.
In the case, Gardner was charged with first-degree assault, which could have come with a sentence between 2 and 20 years in state prison. In Houston County, Aaron Dixon, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.